Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video we will be discussing input statement and argument variables. Okay, so what are input statement, or what do I mean by input statement? So we have the print statement that helps you to output stuff to console. Okay, so I'll quickly fire up my command prompt as usual, and I'll just talk about this easily. So let me just go back into my desktop and open my Python file. Okay, so I've opened the Python file which I'm using, code.py, and so we're dealing with input statements, right? So input. So remember we talked about print statement, and print statement are just used to output stuff to your console. For example, I would just say print, and I would say your name is John. Okay, so remember guys, you have to make sure this is inside quotes to make it a string. So your name is John. I'll save that. Okay, and once I save this, all I need to do is just run this program. So I'll just clear my screen, write Python. Okay, so Python and code.py. okay, and I get your name is John. Now on the console, I can actually ask the user for their name. So I can tell the user to type in their name on the console while this program runs, and then give it a value, right, and output that. So how do I use it? That's where the input statement comes in. So I'll just go down here, and I'm about to use the input statement, or I'll simply go up here and type that. So I'm going to go down here and I'll say name. Okay, so I'm creating a variable called name, and I'll assign the value, or I'll bind it to what we call this input statement, right? So I'll bind that to an input statement. Now in the input statement, you can give it a value as well and tell the user, ask the user a question. Okay, so what is your name? Okay, so I have this what is your name here, and I can just put this to show the user that we're expecting a value from the user. So if I save this right here, right, I can now come back to my command prompt, and then I run this program. Okay, so if I run this program like this, and you see, fair enough, I have what is your name, and it's expecting me to type in something. So I'll just type in something right here, hit enter, and it says your name is John. Okay, so what if I want to do something with this input statement, which I've been able to bind to this name variable right here? And let me just add a space right here. Okay, so Control S once again. And what can I do with this? Remember your string formatting, which we did in a previous tutorial. So if you've not watched that video, go and watch our video on string formatting, right? So we learned about string formatting and the F keyword, how we can use the F keyword to simply format this string, and then use these curly braces right here to just say name. Okay, and then save that. So what happens here is when the user types in their name, it's going to say your name is, and then whatever the user types in is going to appear here instead of just a random name. Okay, so I would open up my, okay, let me save this first, Control S for saving that, and then I'll open up my command prompt right here, shift it up a little, and let me just clear this as usual, CLS, and then I'll run this program. So it asks the user, what is your name? And the user says, my name is Innocent, right? And it says, oh, your name is Innocent. Okay, so I'll run that again. Let me clear this and use a different name entirely. So I'll use a different name, and it says, what is your name? Once again, and the user says, my name is John, right? And it says, your name is John. So you can see how I'm able to use the input statement, bind the input statement into a variable, and then use the string formatting, which we learned in the previous tutorial, to actually bind that and replace the name with the value which we are giving it using the input statement. Now, having learned the input statement, let's do one more example, and then we will talk about argument variables in our next video. So let's just do one more example, a simple calculator. Okay, so I will just say a simple calculator, right? So first, so I'll do number 1. Okay, so let me just do first number. So first number equal to, and then I'll put input, right? Input, and I'll tell the user to enter your first number. Okay, so this program is going to ask the user for 2 numbers, and it's going to add up the 2 numbers and tell the user the answer. And then I would still also come here, I'll do second number. Okay, second number, and I'll say input, enter your second number. So after that, I want to now do a result, right? I want to compute a result, and the result I want to compute is just simply the first underscore number plus second underscore number, right? So, and I want to come down here, right, and then print result. Okay, so I want to print results, and then I want to save this, right? Okay, so let's see that. So I'll just Control S, save that, and then let's run this program. Okay, so something is going to happen, and I will explain to you exactly what is going on in the program. Okay, so let's run this program. So you see, fair enough, it tells me enter your first number. I'm going to enter 5, right? And then enter, it tells me enter your second number. I'm going to enter 5. So 5 plus 5 is supposed to give me 10, right? So I'll say enter, and it gives me the answer. So 55, right? It's giving me 55. Now what is happening right here is the fact that it's concatenating both numbers. So this is what is happening right now. I'm going to, you remember in a previous video where we talked about data types, okay, I actually showed you how you can check data types. Okay, so now if the user inputs these numbers 5 and 5, the input statement is going to receive it as a string. Okay, so this input statement receives this first number and this second number as a string. So this is what is actually going on there. So when you do this, this is what is doing, 5 and then plus 5, right guys? So this will be concatenated or joined together. So when you join this together, you get 5 and 5. Okay, so that's why you have 55. Okay, so let's check the type. Okay, so to check the type, we can just do this, right, and say, instead of printing result, let's just do, we print the type ty, oh sorry, I didn't spell that correctly, type. So we print the type of, right, what is the type of first number, for instance? So first, So what's type of first number? Okay, we print that, and then we also print type of second number. So print type type second number, right? So we do that, we save it, and then let us run the program once again like this. Run the program, so CLS, and then check. So we're just checking, right? So type 5, enter 5. So you can see class string. Okay, so it receives the number as string. Now how do you now convert a number or a string to an integer? Okay, it's very simple. Now for type conversion from string to integer, all you simply need to do is to use the int method. Okay, so this int method is what you need to do. So I'll show you how to do that. So we need to convert it on this line, the result, before doing the addition. So all we need to do is to just say int, and then we do this. Okay, and also put it in here, int as well. Convert the second number to an integer. Okay, so once we convert the second number to an integer, we can do this mathematical operation, which is the addition, save it, and then print our result. Okay, so here we can now say print result. So we can save that, and then let's run this program once again. Clear the screen, and we run the program. So if we say python code.py, we have 5 for the first instance, we have 5 again for the second instance, and enter, and it gives us the correct answer, which is 10. So I'm going to clear that again. So if we run the program once again, and I put 20 for instance, and I put 9 for instance, and we have 29. Okay, so you can tweak this, you can play with it the way you want, and just have have your program running smoothly. Okay, so you can change the addition to multiplication, change it to division, and just see what happens. Although we'll come back to mathematical operations in Python, but for now this is it with the input statement. In the next video, I'm going to talk about argument variables and how you can use argument variables, and we proceed from there. So thank you for watching this one, guys. I will see you in the next video.